Hello everyone, my name is Rafiat and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for clicking to watch this video. If this is your first time of stopping by, you're welcome, and if you're an old subscriber, you're also welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a really nutritious swallow that both kids and adults can enjoy using any soup of choice. So let's get right into it. We are going to be starting off with some unripe plantain, and for this recipe I prefer you use unripe plantain because unripe plantains fit into the roll better, and I'm going to explain why it fits into the roll shortly. So it's a known fact that plantains are very nutritious, especially the unripe plantain, and this is basically because of the great role they play in the digestive system. Not only are they very rich in fiber, iron and other nutrients, they also do not spike blood sugar, which is a very important feature that the plantain has. What this simply means is that when you consume unripe plantain, it takes a longer time for them to be digested, and it creates bulk in the digestive system. And in turn, what this does is that it creates a good glycemic index, and this is something that is very important for diabetic patients. That's the reason that diabetic patients are advised to consume unripe plantain rather than the ripe one. And this is also good for children because of the amount of nutrients the unripe plantain contains. So what I'm trying to do is to dehydrate the plantain, and in order to do that I have to cut the plantain into thin slices so that dehydration can be very easy and quick. Please note that you can use any kind of cutter that you have to cut the plantain, and you can cut in any shape or size, but I cut in thin strips like this to make dehydration easy. Now I'm going in with my dehydrator. This is a 5-layer dehydrator. This step is really simple and straightforward. All you have to do is line the cut plantain on the different layers of the dehydrator. So depending on the kind of dehydrator you're using, you can exhaust all the trays of the dehydrator or just use the number of trays that you want. Now, in the absence of a dehydrator, you can use sun drying method. That will work perfectly fine, or an oven. But when using an oven, make sure the temperature of the oven is very low. I mean temperatures as low as 30 to 60 degrees centigrade, which is why sun drying is also recommended since it's around that temperature range. So I'm just going to allow this to run for a few hours, and after dehydrating, this is what we have. Perfect level of dryness. So the truth is you can actually buy already dehydrated plantain from the market, but I like to do mine myself since I'm sure of the procedure. Our second ingredient is guinea corn, and I'm going to be using 2 cups of guinea corn. Don't forget, I'm going to put all the details of all the ingredients in the box below. And please, if at this point you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And don't forget to turn on the bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. For the guinea corn, all I'm doing is to sort the grains. It's very important to do this, but sometimes these grains they come with sand, stone, hair strands, pieces of wood, all sorts of things. So make sure to do this diligently. Take your time and do this, and get rid of all the stones or any dirt that might be within the guinea corn. Guinea corn is very rich in fiber, protein and carbohydrates, so it's another really recommended grain because of how valuable it is and because of the amount of nutrients the guinea corn contain. And another plus for guinea corn is that they're really affordable. So it's something you can always make in bulk. Children can enjoy this and adults as well. So after picking out the stones from the guinea corn, I'm going to transfer this to a bowl, and I'm going to rinse thoroughly. Please don't skip this part because in the market and where we buy these grains from, they have been exposed to all sorts of conditions. So make sure you take your time and wash thoroughly. First of all, start by picking out the stones, then go ahead and wash thoroughly under clean water. So after washing for the first time, go ahead and drain out the water from the top. Repeat the process, wash again and drain out the water until the water runs clear and you've gotten rid of all the debris, all the dirt and anything that might be in the guinea corn. This step should take just about a minute or two, but it's a very recommended step. Okay, so don't skip this. And after doing this, the next thing I'm going to do is to transfer the thoroughly washed guinea corn into a tray in order for the guinea corn to dry faster, because this is not where the processing of the guinea corn ends. So you have to spread this out thoroughly so that they can dry. You can sun dry, you can oven dry, any method you choose to use, but I sun dried because it didn't take a lot of time. About 1 hour it was ready. But to hasten this, you can use an oven. Any method at all is fine. So after drying, the next thing I did was to transfer this into my frying pan. Please, dry frying pan. No need to add any vegetable oil or anything like that. All we are trying to do here is to roast the guinea corn. And the purpose of roasting is simply to enhance the flavor and also for the guinea corn to release its own natural oil. Toasting this takes about 3 minutes, and after that, go ahead and set aside. The last ingredient for this recipe is fiber oats, and this is the brand of oats I've been using for a very long time now, and it's a lovely brand. It's the Happy Heart Scandinavian fiber oats, and I'm going to be using 3 cups of this oats for this recipe. You need to be using a very good brand of oats, which is why I recommend the Happy Heart Scandinavian fiber oats. Like I said, I'm going to be using 3 cups for this. Please don't forget to go through the box below for all the details regarding the ingredients. I'm going to be toasting the oats as well. This is going to enhance the flavor. Please don't miss this step of toasting. It makes a lot of difference. It has this really lovely flavor that it gives to the swallow at the end of the day. So I'm going to toast this thoroughly, and after that I toasted in 2 batches. So I added half of the oats in the pan. I toasted for about 3 minutes, then I added the second batch. Oats is very rich in fiber. Oats is also rich in antioxidants, and antioxidants are important in the body since they help mop up free radicals in the body. Also, oats does not spike the blood sugar, which is why it is recommended for diabetic patients. Okay, so yes, this is a very important ingredient in this recipe, so please, I don't want you to miss it. And after roasting, this took a few minutes, and we have all our ingredients ready, from the oats to the guinea corn and of course the properly dehydrated plantain. These 3 ingredients are so rich in nutrients. Just 3 simple ingredients and you're rest assured of a very healthy swallow option. And one thing I really love about making mixes like this at home is that you can control what goes in and what doesn't. If you make everything from scratch, you're sure of how clean, how hygienic the procedure is. So I recommend you do these things at home. They're easy to recreate and everyone will enjoy it. So you can easily make this for you and your family. Trust me, you're going to love it. It's really nice, really filling. And if you're on a weight loss journey, this is also very good because it's going to create bulk. It's rich in fiber, and anything that is rich in fiber creates bulk in the digestive system, thereby making you full when you consume that particular food. So all I'm doing now is to blend, and I'm using my BMP blender. If you know me, you know that I talk about this blender a lot. It's a very, very strong product. And after blending in 2 batches, this is what we have. Perfectly blended, very smooth, so rich. And one thing I really like is how lovely this smells. This is why I recommend that you toast the ingredients before using. This is just perfect. So when anytime you want to make swallow, just go ahead and make this mix and you're going to love it. Try this and you're going to thank me later. So I'm going to transfer this into an airtight jar. Storage is an important part of this procedure. In fact, anytime you're making any poundo mix or any dry mix, any powdered mix, make sure you store in an airtight container. That way the mix is going to last for a long time. So please don't miss this, okay? Feel free to make this in larger quantities, in smaller quantities to fit the size of your family. But one thing I know is that you're going to enjoy this swallow. So this is our oat poundo mix. So in order to make this into something edible, into the swallow now, all you have to do is add some water, and after that, go ahead and mix thoroughly to form a smooth paste. There are different methods of making swallow. This method is a very beginner friendly method, which is why I'm using it in this video. So after stirring for a few seconds, this is what we have. If you make your swallow this way, you can't go wrong. You can't have lumps. It's very easy to make. So what I'm doing now is to transfer the mixture into a pot that is on mid heat. When making this swallow or any kind of swallow, you need to start with medium heat and stir continuously. You're going to notice as you stir, the swallow will begin to thicken. This is expected. So you're going to continue stirring this till you get the desired consistency. And usually this takes a few minutes. And that's it. It's very easy to make. One thing I like about this swallow is that it's really all purpose and you can pair this swallow with any soup of your choice. It's healthy, it's filling and highly recommended. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you for coming this far. And don't forget to go through my channel because I have more amazing videos for you. Bye.